Hello everyone, welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so excited to have you here. We're going to dive right into your reading. To those of you who have subscribed to my channel and who regularly support my channel with comments, likes, and shares, I really just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do sincerely appreciate your support. To those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I'm very happy to have you here. Just keep in mind, guys, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. For Pisces, please, Spirit, for Pisces. Bubba, you can't dig your bed. I know, but it doesn't work. Are you just trying to get comfortable? Wow, you guys are getting a calendar and Phoenix energy. And, you know, some of you may be dealing with a fire sign. Some of you may have strong fire in your chart. I am getting an energy from the Phoenix of fire. Almost like scorched earth, or like you know how when you are burning a log in like a wood fireplace or a campfire and it sort of looks like it's out, but if you poke it, there's still something burning. It's almost like something is resurging that almost feels like I gave up on it, or it's done, or it's gone. It's definitely, getting this card in your reading definitely means that there is some kind of second chance or some kind of revival or some kind of rebirth, something that could be getting resurrected. With the calendar card on the bottom of the deck, this may be something that has taken a really, really, really long time. I mean, that's what the calendar card means. It means a slow time frame, months or years. So it feels like, man, it feels like something that felt like it was over is getting some kind of second chance here. And it's like, you know, I keep getting that like visual of poking that log that looks like it's out, that looks like it's ash, and then realizing there's still some really hot embers burning in there. Okay, let's see. Oh my God, you guys, seriously, listen to what I just said. I keep getting this visual of like a log that looks like it's ash, and then you poke it and there's actually some embers in there. You see what this card says? Things are not what they seem. Dig deeper for insight. To me, it is like completely the same energy. Completely the same energy. Oh my God. On the bottom of the deck, I'm giving me freak out mode here. Synchronizations are like spiritual breadcrumbs leading your path. Yeah. So that's a synchronization. When I'm saying that and then this card flips out like that even, somebody wants to open the X-Files. Proceed with caution. You guys, this is exactly what I'm getting. Hold tight. Breakthroughs are coming. You cannot please everyone in this situation, so focus on yourself. Ooh, yes. Okay, let's see what is going on here. Guys, keep your eyes open for signs and synchronicities right now, really and truly. Guys, when I was meditating on your energy, I actually got a lot of like career, money, finance type energy around you. Like, I don't know, maybe you're focusing on those kinds of things right now. I'm not really sure. But it's interesting because now that we're in the reading, I'm really picking up on there could be more than one energy coming at you. I think you have an ex that is trying to poke and see if there's anything worth saving or any way to resurrect something from the past. But I feel as though With this card, you cannot please everyone in this situation, so focus on yourself. I feel like there's obviously a multitude of things there. But for at least some of you, I feel like there's more than one person who's interested in you, and you can't say yes to all of them, or you can't pursue all of them. So make sure that the one person you're being true to in this situation is yourself. What is going on here? Oh my God, you guys, seriously? These two cards came out together and these two cards came out together, okay? And I get, this is your ex, this may be someone new, and you may even have really more than one person. You may even have someone, this could be your ex, or it could even be that person. It could be a shared energy, but it could also be a third energy. Wow. Wow, wow, and wow. Pisces. I'm going to take one on this ex. Just because, I don't know, this feels like super old energy. So let me just take one to see, you know, for some of you it may serve as confirmation. For others of you it may just be like, okay, I don't know what that really means, but okay, beautiful moments. I remember every detail of that day. All of those cards are black and white. I'm sorry for the way I behaved at the end of our relationship. I know I hurt you. I wanted to be better. Somebody has been thinking. You know, they could have been thinking and watching. You have the secret admirer energy here. But I feel like there's something here where it's like for the first time, you're really starting to feel something for someone else, or someone else has entered the picture that may even be, I don't know, sparking something within you that is like, well, maybe, you know what I mean? There is just, I keep getting this return to this energy of like, it could even be that your new person was watching to make sure that there was no somebody else, or, you know, wanted to make sure that that fire was completely out. And they're seeing it that way too, that it's totally out with your past person, and that's why they're finally coming in, or that's why this is finally starting to happen. It may also be one of those things where, you know, just when you really think something's over, just when you really give up on something, it gets some kind of new life. Let's dive into the tarot. I was feeling very fall today in my tarot closet, and so I got witch decks for Halloween, or for whatever, for fall. I'm drinking my purple smoothie with my orange straw. All right, here we go. For Pisces, what can you show us for Pisces? Okay. Pisces. Pisces, you are getting chances. Okay, Pisces, there's something here about, I feel you are coming up to a crossroads where you're going to have to make a decision. And I feel like that decision is actually kind of burdensome on you. It's kind of like, do I go a new way or do I go the old way? It can even be a situation where it's like, you really, really love someone and you really were giving them the space to figure themselves out or to figure their situation out. It does feel like they have introspected with this I'm sorry card. Wow, underneath that, I lost you. Whew. There is some heavy energy right here, Pisces. Wow. It feels like this is going to determine, the decision that I make right here is going to determine like which way I really go, like my path for the foreseeable future at the very least. Wow. It feels very heavy. So you have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. 2 10s are obviously talking about a completion of a cycle. And then you have the Chariot. And in this particular card, the Chariot is saying this way or that way. And it is like, yeah, you could go either way probably and maybe even be successful. But it's like, which way do you want to go? Some of you may be dealing with a Cancer or someone with Cancer in their chart. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Wow. Some of you may be dealing with a Leo. Yeah. You guys are coming to a moment where you have to choose which opportunity you're going to take in love. And it is a choice. I really feel like it is a choice. And with the Page of Swords being in reverse here, clarifying the 10 of Pentacles, this isn't a choice you're going to figure out by thinking about it. This isn't a choice you're going to find out by like getting more information. There's no wisdom that is going to help you see this like more clearly. It really is intuitive. I feel like here you come to the crossroads and it's like, what is your gut telling you? Wow. It is a burden, but you do have the strength to carry it. It is a burden, but you do have the strength to make that choice for yourself. Even in this Strength card, they're on a path, you know. Ironically, on the Chariot card, it's also this witch and her little cat. It's kind of saying to me, yeah, it is a big decision, but don't think about it like that. You know, think about how you trust yourself to make it. Like, I don't know. It's like, have faith in yourself. You are wise. You do know. And it may not even be, you know, at the last minute, your gut might tell you to go a different direction than you're really thinking right now. And like, that's okay. But like, be strong in your choice. Don't waffle. I don't know. It's the end of an era, for sure. It may even be the end of an era of being single, being on your own. You have that 10 of Wands and that Page of Swords, and they're single energies. And then all of the rest of them, it's like there's at least 2 people in the cards. Or like a person and a lion. And here there is this owl, but that feels almost like the ethers. Oh my God. Pisces, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. You're getting in a relationship, a serious relationship. Wow. Okay. I definitely feel like this is someone from the past. Someone from the past is definitely thinking. I could really see myself in the long term with Pisces. I've learned a lot since since I was with Pisces. Possibly even I've learned a lot from being with Pisces. Oh, damn. Wow. This is someone who was very wishy-washy. In the past, they went back and forth. They're, how do I want to say this? The devil is being clarified by the Six of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And with the Page of Pentacles coming out upright on top of the devil, it's kind of like saying, you know, I have learned from my shadows. The shadow may still exist, right? Even when we do the shadow work, our shadows don't disappear. They're always a part of us. It's just that now we understand them, and now instead of reacting and being triggered by our shadows, we can look at them and we can acknowledge them. We can be the observer of them, and we have more control. I don't even know if control is the word I want to use, but we have the ability to say, oh, I see, you know, you're feeling like reacting in that way, but you know, is that in my highest and best? No. Okay. Well, then I observe you and I allow you to be there, but like, I'm not going to take that action, or I'm not going to act on that. With the devil, you have this King of Swords and this Two of Pentacles in reverse with the Six of Pentacles. And with the Six of Pentacles, you know, all good relationships really do have the Six of Pentacles. It's that equal give and take. It's that, you know, I am investing, you are investing, and it does require investment. It does require both people giving to the situation equally. And with that Two of Pentacles, you know, when you're in the Two of Pentacles, you can't really invest. You're like, yeah, you know, it's kind of like, I'm going to go deposit this paycheck. But on the way to the bank, you pass like the bakery and it has gorgeous donuts. And you're like, well, I think I'll have a donut. And you go in and you buy a donut. And then you pass the car dealership, and the car dealer's like, oh man, we got a great deal going on right now. If you put, you know, this much money down today, you can drive away with this brand new car. And you're like, man, it really would be nice to not walk anymore. And, you know, if I was driving a car, I wouldn't be spending my money on donuts because I'd be driving by. I wouldn't be walking by and smelling it and seeing it for such a long time. And, you know, you start justifying all these things. And then by the time you get to the bank, you don't have any money left to deposit, right? And so it's kind of like I have the intention of it, but like also I can be easily swayed to not totally get there and do it. And or I talk about it. I talk about going to the bank and depositing my money. But if anything distracts me, I divert. I swerve, you know? And so there's just this energy of someone who was unreliable, because even though you could feel or sense that they had the intention to invest, for whatever reason, there was something within them that prevented them from really being able to do that. And, you know, that could be fear. That could actually, with these pentacles, be the actual tangible world around them, you know, their obligations, their commitments, whatever. With the King of Swords, it could be their own way of thinking, their own mind, having a limited belief system that kind of made them waffle, that kind of made them not be able to really and truly believe in the connection in the first place. But this is something that kept this person stuck, or it kept this person from being able to give wholeheartedly to the situation. And yet at the same time, this person, what they experienced in the connection was emotional contentment, at least here and there, you know, and the memory of that, or it's kind of like that's what they actually want, right? And that's what they're craving, that's what they're yearning, is that emotional contentment. But their previous way of being, where they were easily diverted or easily unbalanced, by either life, their tangible life, their way of thinking, their circumstances, what have you. They couldn't give equally to the situation. They couldn't invest equally in the situation to support or, you know, to support the emotional contentment aspect, that piece of it that they really wanted. And so what happens is, that can be sustained for so long without investment. But then at some point it's like, oh, come on, invest or get lost. And at that point, it's like that person would always like kind of tail between the legs, go wander off, and be like, oh yeah, I knew it was too good to be true, or I knew it wouldn't last, or, I feel the energy of someone who really justifies a lot of stuff. They always have a reason or something for why, and it's usually, I feel like it's a self-protection mechanism. I feel like it's something that is actually protecting their fear that exists within them. But anyway, this person has learned a spiritual lesson around this. And I think that they have, mainly because with the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, being loved has an effect on us. It's, how they say, like, people don't remember what you said or what you did necessarily, but they do remember how you made them feel. And it's almost like, even at my worst, someone was able to connect with me deeply emotionally. Even at my most hollow, or I don't even know how to describe this energy, but it's like, even when I was most kind of misaligned, this person could still put all of that aside and open up to me and share these beautiful moments with me. And it's like the Judgment card here. It's like, I have never been able to forget that. How music is so, it'll take you right back to a certain moment in time. And I'm really getting that from the Judgment. It's almost like a sense of nostalgia. It's almost a sense of like, I've changed, or I now know something that I didn't know. I do know that love exists, or I do know that this is possible, or I do know that I know, so I'm changed and I know something different because I had this experience. With these 3 tens that are coming out here for you, Pisces, there is definitely a strong energy of some kind of cycle completing. And it could be for you, and it could also be for this person. And that may be separately, but it could also be together. You do have this Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is definitely telling me, especially with Judgment, that somebody wants a second chance. I feel that you have more than one option very, very strongly. There's a lot of indicators telling me that, including that Chariot card with the this way and that way. And there is something very burdensome about what's happening now. And sometimes when someone like this from our past comes back, it can be burdensome. It can be really like, oh man, I don't want to fall for this person again. Oh man, I don't want to go through that again. Oh man, but I do feel with the Phoenix and Judgment and this I'm sorry card, that there is a bit of a different energy. There is a bit of I have kind of risen above it. I have, either mastered my thoughts or come into alignment better as a human being. I am ready to actually reciprocate. Wow, 2 sixes, 3 tens. Pisces. Yeah, so your 10 of Cups is being clarified by the 6 of Swords and the 6 of Cups. And it's like, you know, somebody may have become very overwhelmed by how they were feeling in the past. And I think that this time in this space and this memory of how they felt when they were with you has really brought them to a place of peace mentally where they're like, yeah, you know, it's possible that true love really does exist. And with the 6 of Cups, it's like they're really, really, really holding on. They're thinking about you all the time. And they're holding on to this feeling of connection with you and this feeling of, you know, a deep emotion, honestly, of just like, I've never felt that way before. And, you know, I definitely feel like this is a past person here that we're talking about, Pisces. I do feel like you have a new person too, but this one that I'm talking about right here feels like a past person. That new person's energy is here though. I can feel 3 separate energies, at least. For some of you, there's definitely even potentially another one or something. I'm not sure, but someone that may have their eye on you or may be very curious about you or may want to get to know you, or someone who has been trying. You got the Devil and the Page of Pentacles, and it's being clarified now by the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands is where we stand our ground. I mean, honestly, from this particular 7 of Wands with the fire in the fireplace, I'm like I fought the devil and I won. And, you know, here's me putting the sword I fought the devil with up above the fireplace. Like, I will never forget how difficult it was. I will not go down that path again. I will remind myself of what happened the last time I went down that path. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, I feel this energy of I've overcome it. And there's even a step stool underneath her, which is like, it's just even saying to me that like, it's almost this energy of someone who in the past wouldn't have done sort of the slightest thing to change the circumstances. It's like they really felt a prisoner, or they really felt a victim, or they really felt like it was not in their control. But it's like here there's a sense of determination, like, okay, you know, I had to go get the step stool, I had to do this, I had to do that, I had to put the fire back in its place, I had to fight the devil, and now here's my trophy, here's my reminder. Like, I don't ever want to forget, you know, what happened the last time I gave into these lower vibrational energies inside myself. You know what I mean? And I've learned the lesson with that Page of Pentacles. And I don't want to go back. And so I'm keeping this here as a reminder of like, you're better than that. You're stronger than that. You can do it. You know what I mean? Kind of energy. With the 2 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, this person is at a crossroads as well. And for me, this crossroads feels like a crossroads of bravery. Like, am I going to, you know, do this? And what I see is someone who's pretty determined to do it. The 7 of Wands has a lot to do with determination. And those 2 sixes, it feels to me like energetically, I'm trying to come into harmony with you. I'm trying to match you energetically. I'm through the energy of remembering what that felt like to be with you, through kind of the reliving, through being nostalgic, through sort of living that out in my mind and in my heart. It's like I'm coming into harmony or unity with your particular energy signature kind of energy. You know what I mean? And with the 7 of Wands, it's like, I have fought the devil for this, and I am willing to fight anyone for it. You know, I will take it on. And with the 2 of Wands, it's like, that's the decision I'm going to make. You know, we had that 2 of Pentacles in reverse where this person was going back and forth like, oh yeah, my intention is this, but like in reality, I never quite make it that far, right? With this 2 of Wands, it's like I am living by my decision. I am consciously and mindfully bringing myself to that place and making that choice. You know what I mean? There are a lot of positive cards here that are saying that someone is rising above lower vibrational energy. I will tell you that. But you definitely, I feel, have a past person coming back around. And I feel like this person's been stuck for a long time. Wow. Okay, so I can't even remember what energy it was in the very beginning, but it really, really gave me this sensation of being stuck. Oh, I think it was the devil. And, you know, stuck isn't a permanent condition, you know? It's something that we can learn a lot from. And we have a lot of different ways to imprison ourselves. And you're really seeing 3 of them here in the tarot. With the 4 of Pentacles, this is someone who fundamentally at their core really believes there's only so much, and if they give any of theirs to anyone else, then it's less for them. They don't see that it's going to come back to them. They don't see that there is more, that there's more than enough, or that there's even an abundance in the universe. They just see it as, you know, I got to hold on to what I have. I can't let anyone in. The 4 of Pentacles can often represent a heart chakra blockage. It can oftentimes represent someone who has a hard time moving because they are afraid of what they will lose or what they could potentially lose. And with that 9 of Swords, it actually came out in reverse. So, you know, this person, fear is one of the biggest trappers that we have. I mean, if not the biggest at the end of the day. And it feels like, you know, this person really allowed themselves to get in their head. With the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, there's this limiting belief system, but the cause behind the limiting belief system is fear. It is like, well, if I go outside, like here in this space, in this moment, in this, I'm safe. Like nothing can get to me, nothing can reach me, nothing can harm me. And since I blindfolded myself, I can't see anything. If it were coming to hurt me, I wouldn't know it. And ignorance is kind of bliss. Like I don't really have to open up to anything. I don't have to really take on anything. But I have completely disempowered myself in order to be in this position. The hat and the broom are outside the Circle of Swords. So but it's like, but I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to not make any move and not see anything just so I feel safe in this moment. So there's almost a recognition on this person's part where they realize that fear is the thing that they have to overcome, or that they have to come to a place of peace with. That, yeah, you know, sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, sometimes we suffer, sometimes we succeed, but we will have none of it if we do nothing. And realistically, there's just no way to stay super trapped in life. That's the nature of life. I mean, we can repeat patterns over and over and over again, but they'll come to us in different circumstances with different faces and different names, you know, just by the very nature of life. You know, we can't just hole up in some cave and stay there forever. I think this person is recognizing the way that, oh yeah. Oh. Wow, look at that. 8 of Swords, 8 of Swords. This person is definitely recognizing the way that fear and the unknown kind of kept them from following their heart in the past. That it really kept them trapped in this, you know, place where they really weren't open to experiencing anything outside. And when, you know, you think back to that 10 of Cups that we saw earlier, it's like, it's almost by happenstance or by mere chance that they came across someone that they were able to experience emotional contentment with. I mean, that card definitely came out as though this person had experienced it with you, Pisces, you know. And that memory, it was what they were using to try to become harmonious with you again. And it feels like, you know, they realize here, or they realize somewhere along the way, how this way of thinking that they had before, of sort of putting all these obstacles in their own path to sort of prevent them from getting hurt or from being vulnerable, actually is what cut them off from that feeling of, it feels a bit like ecstasy to me, that 10 of Cups. It feels very much like, you know, it's almost like this kid who never really experienced love, and it's all they ever wanted, and they prayed to God every day. I mean, this is like, I know it sounds dramatic, but this is sort of the energy that I'm getting from these two Eight of Swords. And it's like they had it, and it was like a dream. It was like amazing. And it's like their fear, or their way of thinking, or their belief system, or that entire life of never having experienced love prevented them from being able to really open up to embrace it. You have to open up to love. You know, in order to sustain love, you have to keep opening and opening and opening and opening. You know, even I've been married 28 years and I'm still opening, and I'm still opening. You know, your partner changes, you change, your circumstances change. You lose people along the way. You have highs and you have real lows. And if in all of those situations you continue to open to love, then in 28 years, you will still have it. You know, I have been through, I have a lot of friends, and I have been through a lot of marriages, and, you know, oftentimes it'll be, you know, something that happens that just shuts one person down. And once that shutdown happens, they become unreachable to the other partner. And, you know, that's how this feels. It feels like someone here shut down, and they became unreachable. And that same person, you know, they were following their heart to get where they had gotten, but that shutdown, that fear, it prevented them from being able to get all the way there, or it prevented them from really being able to sustain the energy or the relationship. It's like they started getting like that energy of, I think I'll stop and buy a donut. Car, yeah, I should buy a car, yeah, you know, like that kind of energy of anything can distract me, anything can be something better to focus on, or something better to invest my resources in, because even though my intention is there to love and be loved, I really just don't know how to do it, and I don't trust it, you know. It's very sad. It's pretty heartbreaking. And with the moon there, it's not that this person did not have deep feelings. They did. It's just that the fear of the unknown was greater. What is that song? Talking to the moon. Oh man, the Ace of Cups. This person is really hoping for another opportunity. I feel like they're coming in. Wow. You got the Ace of Cups with the Knight of Wands with the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You know, I feel there's just this sense. I keep getting Ace of Cups plus Five of Cups equals Six of Cups, which I see right here poking out. Oh, wow. Yeah, this person's going to reach out to you. They're about to make a move. I mean, and I feel like this person's move might be a little misleading. I feel like this person, they're kind of their launching energy, or I don't know really what to call it, but the energy that is like actually making them take action here is regret. It is looking back at the past and going, man, I had this chance. We had this chance. It could have been this. It could have been that, you know, that feeling. It's really a return to that space of feeling. And this desire for this new beginning with the Ace of Cups is being clarified by this Ten of Wands, and we saw that up top. It's becoming too burdensome. It's their desire for it is actually, it's something that is becoming overwhelming in and of itself. It's kind of like I have to take action. Because not taking action it's just too much. I don't have space for anything else in my life. I can't think about anything else. I can't want anything else. I can't wish for anything else. It's just this, you know, this desire for a new beginning in love. And then you have the Knight of Swords being clarified by the Eight of Wands. I mean, the Knight of Wands being clarified by the Eight of Wands. And you also have this Knight of Swords. See, when you have more than one knight in a reading, and you have 3 here in this reading, you have more than one person coming towards you. That's just kind of a basic rule of thumb with tarot. And this is saying to me that you may have someone coming in to speak the truth, and this person may even feel a bit rushed if they feel like there's some kind of energy happening here where things could be changing or circumstances could be changing. Oftentimes the Knight of Swords is a bit rushed, but you also have someone who's very, very, very focused on their desire for a new beginning in love. And they're definitely reaching out. They're definitely communicating. You have the Eight of Wands. There's a lot of communication going on here. Pisces, I almost feel the energy of every Pisces I know has this button where it's like, I have had too much social interaction, or there is too much happening around me or in my life or whatever. And it's like, I need a break. I need to just shut it down for a couple of days. I need to have a little reset and reboot kind of energy. And I feel like all of this energy coming at you. And I feel like that energy of just like, I need a break. I need to chill right here, right now. Like, it's not going to be cute if I don't take a break. So remember that card that said, you cannot please everyone, so make yourself happy. Focus on yourself. Focus on your own needs. If you need to shut it down, if you need to not give people answers right away, if you need to just sit with things, that's okay. You know, with this calendar card, it's telling me it's taken a long time to get to this spot. Anyway, like, what is another day? What is another 2 days? What is another week? So I don't know. Take that as it resonates, but you do have communication coming in, and you do have it coming from someone who is so burdened by their regret that the burden is becoming so great that they can't avoid it anymore, you know? And I do feel like you do have more than one person here, Pisces, so just keep all that in mind. You're getting working less will help strengthen your relationship. I daydream about a life with you. I hide my feelings. I don't want to let you go. I left before you could leave me. If you're dealing with a fire sign, you inspire me. I wish we could go back. I find you so attractive. I wish I could take back my words. I'm becoming a better person. If you are dealing with a earth sign, does this situation align with your values and morals? I admire you. I'm starting to understand our connection. It was my fault, but I blamed you and I trusted you. And if you are dealing with an air sign, you are getting, I want to start over. I feel you even though we are apart. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. It's safe to make the move you're considering, and you've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. All right, guys, this is what I have for you. I really hope it helps. I hope it brought you guys some peace and some clarity today. If it does, let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I love to hear from you. Until next time, guys, all my best. Always, always. Bye-bye.